Yeah, only on rainy season.
What is your hometown? Like what's the name?
Rengas Dengklok, ya Bu. Rengas Dengklok, Karawang.
Where
Karawang.
Yang kemarin
Karawang.
masuk kapal itu tuh.
You know Lion Air fell into the sea?
Yes.
Yeah, that's in Karawang, in her hometown.
So in the hometown there was no work anyway, though.
At the rice field. But normally on rainy
Cerita tadi
season.
I heard it was. Yeah.
cerita tadi belum dilanjutin Om.
Iya. Itu Ibu apa namanya? Di kampung Ibu banyaknya orang bertani ya. Kalau musim hujan baru bertani ya. Kalau musim panas nggak ada yang bisa dimakan berarti.
Ada.
Apaan?
Ya.
Kalau musim panas Ibu kerja apa di kampung?
Ya kalau nandur.
Musim panas. Bukannya dulu Ibu cerita sama aku kenapa pindah ke Bantar Gebang karena susah cari uang di kampung.
Ya nggak ada, maksudnya nggak ada kerjaan kayak di sini tiap hari kita. Kalau di sana kan misalnya sebulan nggak ada kerjaan. Maksudnya nganggur lah. Tapi kalau misalnya ada perkuliahan lagi lama lagi.
Like in hometown is seasonal. Like if like a people season for people to plant the rice and then they go to the rice field. But sometimes in a month only once, and then after that wait until 2 months and not produce enough money.
And sometimes if the rains fail, or if there's an infestation or something, then
Yeah.
it's just too unpredictable.
Hah?
Ini namanya di pemburu.
Pernah nggak sih Bu di kampung
Sorry.
nggak kebeli beras gitu beli lauk ada ya?
Ya ada itu ya namanya manusia gitu ya. Kan kadang-kadang lagi ya di sini juga sama. Misalnya kita lagi ada ya. Misalnya ada ya apa adanya aja gitu.
Tapi lebih
Dulu lah gitu ya.
kehidupan lebih baik di sini ya, selalu ada ya kalau untuk makan ya. Ya, she mentioned about when she was in the hometown, and there is a time when she couldn't buy rice because there is no money to buy rice, and then the condition is better in Bantar Gebang because she can she have rice, and then sometimes when there is they don't have money, they go like they mentioned earlier to get that fresh vegetables or buy 5,000 they can get leftover fried chicken from people.
Kalau zaman sekarang tuh di kampung ya alhamdulillah sih yang nggak apa aja gitu. Ya kalau lagi di rumah mahal kali.
Susah. Kalau sekarang ibu diajak pindah ke kampung mau nggak?
Ya ya mau aja.
Mau aja.
Ya kampung sendiri masa nggak mau.
Iya. Misalnya diajak pulang kampung berarti bikin rumah lagi. Tapi sekarang rumahnya udah hancur.
Rusak.
Oh dirusak sama orang.
Iya enggak, bukan sendiri gitu.
Udah
Ya,
hancur.
bolong, gini
Berarti udah kalau mau pulang kampung harus
namanya
bangun
juga pakai
gedek,
inian. Ya.
gedek bambu. Berarti kalau mau pulang kampung sekarang harus bikin dari awal lagi ya. I'm asking like udah lagi. You didn't ask but I asked her. Like how if your husband asks you to move to your hometown, do you want to do it? And she said like yeah.
Makanya di sini lagi nyari duit buat ada buat nanti masa depan bocah.
Kalau mau pulang kampung
Ya, udah
and
aja.
yeah, and she mentioned like yes, of course I want to go home one day if my husband asks me to, because that's my hometown. And then but now the condition in my hometown, our house is like broken already, and then we couldn't live there. And then because the house is from bamboo, and then stuff like this, and then like she left home for about 11 years already, and then it's obvious the house like nobody look after that house, and then it's just broken.
So,
And now what they are doing is like work in Bantar Gebang, try to save money, and then one day they can build a house in their hometown, and also like to make sure one day if the kids want to live there, and then they have home already. It's a good plan actually.
and are they saving money? Are they saving money at the moment?
Sekarang lagi nabung uang Bu kata dia.
Hah?
Lagi nabung uang buat di kampung sekarang.
Insya Allah mudah-mudahan
Udah
buat
mulai nabung.
kedepannya.
Udah mulai nabung apa belum?
Ya mulai dikit-dikit.
Dikit. Yeah, they're starting.
That's really
Like,
good. And
little by little.
do they want to take their children back to their hometown, or would they rather their children had something better here closer to Jakarta?
Pertanyaan dia, apakah ibu mau anak-anak tinggal di kampung atau ibu mau anak-anak tinggal lebih dekat dari Jakarta, bekerja, cari uang
Mudah-mudahan mah ya pengennya bekerja
di Jakarta? She want like for the future of her children, she want the children to work in Jakarta.
kalau
Ya.
bagus mah ya itunya nasibnya kan apa-apa ge ya orang
Iya.
anak ada yang nuntunnya apa-apa ge kalau nggak ada nuntunnya mah ya
Yeah.
buru-buru buat kerja.
She said like it's depend on the luck of the children. If there is someone like keep support the children and then tell something, maybe like one day they finish school and then they can get a job and hopefully they will be lucky enough to be success in the future.
What will she do if she goes back to her hometown? If she finishes work here and everything?
Kalau pulang kampung ibu mau kerjanya apa di kampung?
Pulang kampung ya pengennya pedagang apa kalau ada modal
Pegang apa?
ya dagang apa kayak dagang mau warungan apa
Warungan. And she want when she get back to her hometown, what she want to do is to sell some stuff in the shop like rice, like just like little Shopee pass by, like selling noodles and stuff like that, like for people need a daily need.
So,
She want-
and if she saves money here, she can basically starting a business
yeah,
fund.
when she save money, what she want to do is to rebuild her house in the hometown and then open little business in hometown. Maybe I think it's part of retirement. Ya, aku pikir ini bagian dari menghabiskan masa tua kayak orang pensiun dari kerjaan terus ibu santai-santai dagang di kampung ya. Ya.
So she said before that at the beginning it was difficult for her to live here.
Iya.
What are now her biggest challenges?
Iya.
Yeah.
Kalau sekarang apa tantangan terberat rasanya Bu tinggal di Bantar Gebang? Kalau dulu kan ke Bulog, terus Belatung, Bau, ya kan? Kalau sekarang apa yang Ibu rasa yang terberat nih yang di Bulog?
ya mikirin itu biasa masa depan
Oh, like now the difficult thing
masa
only
depan bocah apa ini apa enggak
she has no problem about Bantar Gebang anymore, but what she think right now is about the future of her children. That's what make her keep thinking every day. If if my children are the children be able to go to university or something like that, and then have the a better future, something like that. That's what she think now, because now she think only about Sophie and Amput, because it's obvious because they're still at school, and then now that what she's thinking. And from what I see, and because Amput and Sophie came to BGBG not just about a year, more than that, and then she has a good at parenting for the children, and then I can see Amput and Sophie is really good and like well behaved as a children. It's not difficult for me to tell them something, and then it's like because the kids is about parenting at home. Aku jelasin sama dia.
Sophie? Oh, sorry. Go on.
Ibu yang bikin ibu susah hanya memikirkan tentang masa depan anak-anak. Terus aku jelasin dari yang aku lihat bertahun-tahun, Sophie kan sama Emput ke Sanggar bukan cuma 1 tahun doang, tapi udah bertahun-tahun. Terus aku lihat bahwa pendidikan yang dikasih di rumah terhadap Sophie sama Emput adalah cukup bagus, yang ibu ajarkan sama anak-anak kayak pengasuhan, karena Emput sama Sophie bukan termasuk anak-anak yang nakal di Sanggar, jadi gampang diomongin. Terus aku bilang kadang-kadang bagaimana orang tua mengasuh anak di rumah bisa kelihatan dari sikap anak-anak di Sanggar. Jadi aku lihat ibu ini cukup bagus dalam mengurusi anaknya. Jadi anak-anak sopan santun segala macam, karakternya terbentuk. Kalau si ini cerita nggak pas dia di matanya ditonjok sama iya, kena marah.
Lagi berisik lu katanya, jangan ngomong mulu, hai terus gaplok gitu katanya matanya. Emang diapain Put yang salah kata saya gitu ya. Kalau Put yang salah tuh omongin gitu, minta maaf kata saya gitu ya. Kalau dia yang salah harus minta maaf ke Put, jangan gitu ya. Dan sekali-kali lagi ngampar
Iya,
orang gitu.
marahin sama saya itu.
Sama kakak katanya udah diomelin.
Omelin, saya bilang gini, kalau orang tuanya nggak terima, kamu bisa dipenjara.
Iya, cerita
Saya bilang
dia.
dong. Terus dia nggak tahu malu, hari Sabtu yang mau pergi ke pasar Minggu, nongol datang mau ikutan, dijutekin sama anak-anak. Lu nggak diajakin juga, mau jalan-jalan, siapa mau jalan-jalan, orang kita mau pameran gitu sama anak-anak. Terus akhirnya diusir sama si EN. Lu nggak diajakin, seminggu dia nggak datang ya Put? Enggak ya, diusir sama anak-anak, lu nggak diajakin. Abis anaknya ini ngeglajis gitu kelakuannya. Iya, dia pernah di sekolahan dorong anak-anak terus
Sampai ini katanya keluar darah.
iya,
Jangan gitu, saya mah kalau Put nakal misalnya nangis gitu ya, saya nasehatin kamu dulu apa sih Pak?
mhm,
Jangan gitu.
iya. Itu emang anak itu kayaknya parah, nggak diurusin sama orang tua.
Harus sopan santun,
Iya,
jaga kata saya gitu. Kalau makan kalau apa nih anak jangan minta ambil nggak boleh. Saya bilang, kalau ngajarinnya gitu, kalau mau pergi-pergian kayak gitu
mhm.
nggak boleh ya.
Nah, nggak diajak sama saya, orang nggak lulus juga sama Iin itu.
Jadi kalau dia kalau nggak mau saya rencana-rencana tuh
Mhm.
nangis mukanya.
Aha.
Karena saya kalau mau pergi kemana tuh pengen makanya kalau di tempat ramai itu jangan nakal, jangan pisang tangannya, saya bilang nggak boleh panjang tangannya.
Iya.
Nggak
Mhm.
boleh. Saya gituin.
Tadi aman
Iya,
sih
tapi-
kalau pergi kemana-mana.
Kalau itu ntar aku bilangin ke Teresa kata saya.
Aha. The mom, when Emput difficult, when mom says something to Emput and if Emput didn't listen to her, and she said to Emput, I will tell Sister Reza if you don't listen. And then he's scared. Like this happened to all the mothers around this area. If the kids didn't listen, I will tell Sister Reza. So I will known as a bit grumpy sister. If something wrong happened, I will tell them directly to the kids like, what you did? You lied to your mom, stuff like that, and then the kids scared. And yeah, the mom use it as a weapon, I think. Yeah, tell Sister Reza. Or you spend too much money on snacking. I will tell Sister Reza because Sister Reza told you already to save your money and stuff like that. It's funny. Iya, kadang-kadang tuh orang tua suka pakai gitu, bilangin Kak Reza nih kalau nggak mau dikasih tahu gitu. Si Tolip juga emaknya suka kayak gitu, bilangin Kak Reza nih. Terus nanti anaknya bilang jangan mak, jangan kebanyakan jajan, bilangin Kak Reza kan udah diajarin nggak boleh
Itu
jajan.
kalau dulu cerita nih katanya kalau pengen kumpulin duitnya kata sih suruh nabung. Iya kumpulin nabung.
he told his mom, if you want to have money, save your money, don't spend it all. And then mom asked him like, who told you? Sister Reza told me in Sanggar, and also Sister Iin, if we are poor, if we want to have money, save our money, don't spend it all. And which is good, so they can learn something and then teach the mother.
And do they listen?
Iya kalau bisa kata saya, kalau kamu bisa silahkan.
And the mom said, if you can, and then if we can save money, and then we save our money. If there is no money to save, what we can save?
Lucu-lucu
that's
kalau
make sense.
misalnya habis dari itu cerita gini. Wah,
Iya, kadang ada anak-anak bilang sama orang tuanya, "Shh." Orang tuanya bilang, kenapa Nurasana? Kata Kak Reza, kalau ada yang ngomong diam dulu, dengerin terus apa lagi, terus dia ngomong, mamanya nggak dengar. Mama, kata Kak Malaysia telinga dipakai, jadi kalau orang ngomong bisa dengar, tapi setidaknya ada hal-hal yang dia bisa bawa ke rumah. Itu memang kalau misalnya di Sanggar kita bilang harus jujur adik-adik. Kalau misal kalian gak jujur, nanti gak ada orang yang mau percaya sama kalian. Kalau misalnya kalian memang lapar, gak punya apa-apa, ngomong, jangan curi.
Diem.
Ya,
Maksudnya lebih baik
jujur minta. We talk about how we teach about how the kids
nggak boleh nggak ada orang ambil gitu, nggak boleh.
yeah, how to be honest and don't steal anything. The example, if you're hungry, because we teach in our children center, if you're hungry, don't steal any food. Say to someone, I'm hungry, can I have that stuff? And then if people say no, okay, don't take it. And then, but mostly people, if you say you're hungry, you need something to eat, people will give it to you. It's better than you just take it and then you just grab food which is not yours, and then it's good, the kids learn. So we teach them about manner and stuff, and it's not just for them as a kid. So one day when they grow up, and then they can use that as the how you call it, life skill, and then like you have a skill to adapt wherever you go, and which is this is good.
Sekarang tuh gede-gede curi ya, saya nggak bisa.
Iya, kayaknya tuh di daerah apa Bantar Gebang sana ketangkep kan. Makanya kalau misalnya adik-adik di Sanggar kita bilangin, kalau ada orang yang nanya, iya bawa karung, kalau ada yang nanya di mana rumah Karesa, tunjukin aja di sana. Terus kalau misalnya orang ajak naik mobil, jangan mau, kan kadang-kadang bisa aja ya bu, orang pura-pura kan Karesa di mana rumahnya, segala macam, pura-pura aku anterin pakai mobil. Lebih baik adik-adik kalau misalnya jauh dari Sanggar jangan. Terus kalau misalnya cuma tunjukin di situ Karesa rumahnya, cari di mana, jangan pernah mau naik mobil. Talking about a kidnap gang.
And how about that?
No, the mother asked me, I heard about kidnap gang axis in Bantar Gebang. I say yes, and then I say yes a few weeks ago, and then the police catch the kidnap gang and then put in the jail already.
What was going on with the kidnap gang?
They take the children and they want to sell the kidney. Is kidney? Yeah. And then also I'm thinking maybe this is just sabotage, like because there is issue about corruption and stuff. Because sometimes it's happen when there is a new issue happening in Indonesia, and then there is people like just make sabotage, like kidnap gang or terrorists or stuff like that. So make people like forget what situation right now, and then they just make people like, oh, terrorists everywhere, or the kidnap gang, or whatever, like this happened many times.
So do you think the kidnap gang was
I think,
genuine?
I think part of the
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Hard to know. Does that happen often? Things like, I mean, the kidnap gang, those
Not
kind of
really.
things around here.
Not really. Not really. But it's not just in Bantar Gebang. It's spread in another province as well, in Sumatra, in Java. So that's why I'm thinking it's just part of sabotage or something.
Trying to distract people
from the original problem.
which
It's
would
from I don't know. I heard like a few weeks ago there is like people keep talking about corruption, and then done by the former president or something like that. I'm not sure, but people told me. And then now I try to change the topic, distract people from this kind of thing with story of the kidnap gang, because I remember when the president kicked out our financial minister Sri Mulyani, and then Sri Mulyani moved to USA to work for the World Bank, and then on that time and Indonesia busy with terrorists and stuff, just to make people forget about that condition.
okay.
Yeah.
No, that's
Kalau
what does Sophie.
kalau ngelihat bulan begini takut.
Kenapa bu?
Ya zaman dulu kalau ngelihat bulan begini takut.
Penjahat kiranya.
Enggak, serem gitu.
Back in the day. for her when she
Pada takut bocah.
when the kids saw a foreigner,
Kalau
they
di
scared.
kampung.
Yeah, they scared because like they don't get used to see a foreigner, and then for them I don't know, maybe alien or something, and then they just scare, and then the kids will hide or something. But now because the kids get used to it, and then the kids also like interact with the foreigner, and for them now like it's just like normal people.
Because you bring so many pula.
Yeah, bring so many bule, you know, bule.
Does she think it's good that foreign people come here and see the site and so on?
Menurut ibu bagus nggak pas ada bule-bule datang ke sini untuk lihat daerah sini apa enggak?
Ah, ya, bagus.
Menurut ibu? For her, yeah, it's good. For her, kenapa bu? Bagus, kenapa?
Ya, ya gitulah ngeliatnya temen dia moto-moto orang, moto-moto ini.
Uh, for her, she like to see a foreigner come to this place because she like when the foreigner or the guest coming to Bantar Gebang to take picture. That's from her side, or maybe she mean like for publication maybe.
Pengalaman gitu bagus.
And then she get
Dia
experience
nauin
when,
keadaan dari sini gini.
and then she get experience to meet or like interact with the foreigner, and then the reason why she like, and then the foreigner will understand like how the situation in this place. That's what she mentioned.
Does she think it's good for the kids as well?
Apaan deh? Apaan itu? Dari mana? Dari mana ini?
Terus menurut ibu pas bule-bule ini datang bagus nggak buat anak-anak?
Iya, bagus ajarnya. Itu bisa Inggris, bisa apa? Bahasa Inggris.
And that's good
Jadi di
because
sekolah gitu bisa baca
Mhm.
itu ngerti gitu, paham apa
bahasa Inggris.
ya ada kemajuannya juga sih.
Aha.
Ini juga nih
Sophie, yeah. And then that's good because the kids can learn English, and
Jadi
then
ngerti gitu bahasa, bisa ngisi apa bahasa
Mhm.
Inggris.
and at school, Sophie like have the level is higher than her friend because she came to BGBG, and then a lot of foreigners stay with us, and then she learn from the foreigners, and she has confidence to speak. Maybe at school different when she speak with our guests, but in school her level like higher than average student because she get used to her from the foreigner who come to BGBG, and the mother mentioned like there is progress, like since the foreigner came to BGBG, and then she can see there is progress on Sophie and Amput. So maybe she mean like the confidence, the kids more confidence.
As I was saying, they're more used to foreign people because that can be, the more used to foreign people, that can be like a barrier to learning English if you're more confident using it with English speakers. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Can you repeat?
Yes. Getting used to actually
Yeah.
socialising with foreign people
Yeah.
and using English can be a great. It can help develop
Yeah, no,
your
I understand.
confidence.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just.
I just need you just like repeat like 1 second and
Oh,
I
yeah.
understand.
Okay.
Dia
So-
bilang karena terbiasa sama orang-orang bule yang datang ke Sanggar, makanya anak-anak yang memang belajar jadi terbiasa, jadi mereka ngerti. Jadi kayak si Pipit juga temennya Sophie. Kenapa dia lagi makan? Kayak si Pipit juga di sekolah, terus temennya tanya, kamu belajar bahasa Inggris di mana? Kata teman-temannya, kok bahasa Inggris kamu bagus, kok pintar. Mungkin Sophie juga begitu, lebih percaya diri karena mereka ketemu bule langsung. Ngomong kalau misalnya bule langsung kayak misalnya orang belajar bahasa Sunda. Kalau orang Sunda langsung yang ngomong kan lebih
Nyaut,
gampang
iya.
belajarnya, nyautnya. Tapi kalau kita belajar sama bukan orang bule agak susah. I'm good translator.
You're all right.
You're right.
You're the best one we've got.
Oh my god.
Can I just ask, like, what does Sophie want to be when she grows up? What's her goal?
Sophie, mau dia tanya.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Your job.
Mau apa?
Bingung.
Confused, is confused. Mau jadi apa? Ntar kakak translatein. Ah, dokter. She want to be a doctor.
Doctor.
Mhm.
Why do you want to be a doctor?
Kenapa mau jadi dokter?
Supaya bisa
Mhm. Like the same idea, like my idea, like first she says she want to help her parents with financial, and second she can help people around here to get access for the healthcare. So she want to be a doctor. Belajar rajin-rajin Sophie, nanti bisa cari beasiswa, ya kan? Ya, kalau Sophie rajin-rajin belajar, maksudnya rajin tapi harus hasilnya bagus. Jadi nanti bisa dapat beasiswa. Kakak Resa aja ditawarin lagi kuliah sekarang dari UI. Tapi kakaknya lagi kepala pusing, banyak kerjaan. Mungkin nanti mau kuliah lagi. Ditawarin beasiswa. Terus profesornya bilang kalau nanti anak-anak didiknya Mbak Resa pintar-pintar, boleh kuliah di UI gratis, kata profesornya. Sampai belajar rajin-rajin, nanti kakak bisa ituin. Nilainya harus bagus kalau mau masuk UI dari sekarang. She want to be a doctor. I mentioned to her, if you want to be a doctor, you must be diligent from now.
bahasa Inggrisnya tuh
One day when you
kadang-kadang
graduate, and then I can tell the lecturer to get scholarship in University of Indonesia, because I met the professor already, and the professor offered me for scholarship. But I was asking, how about my student? And then the professor said to me, if your student smart like you, I will give scholarship as well. And then just tell your student to be smart and then diligent, and then one day they can come to University of Indonesia on behalf of my name. I said, oh yeah, that sounds good.
How about what does he want to be when he grows up?
Put mau jadi apa, Put?
polisi.
Monkey.
Polis.
Iya mau gitu.
What does he want to be? Did he say?
Polis.
Policeman. Why do you want to be a policeman?
Kenapa mau jadi polisi, Put?
Pengen nangkep maling.
Hah?
Pengen nangkep maling.
He, he want
Culik. Iya pengen.
he want to be a police because he want to catch the thief. See?